YouTube. How's it going? Welcome to TPB's Tech-Bodge Emporium. I hope you're all well. I hope you're good. You're looking good. What can I say? Anyways, in this one, we're going to have a look at the City Skylines 2 on this 5070 Ti. Before that, should we have a look what's in the system? I am using a Gainwood Phoenix flavor variety of the 5070 Ti. It is a golden sample version from Gainwood, which just allows a little bit more overclocking. As I'm saying, I am overclocking it. I've got 2 gigahertz on the memory speed, and it's about like 300, 350 to the die. Works pretty fine, as you can see. We're pairing that with a 12900KS, and it has 32 gigs of DDR4 at 4000 megahertz transfers per second. CL18. Should we get into it? Right, guys. Now, before we get into the game, I had a city that I was using. I did like a campaign. I had like a career progress, and for some reason during an update, it decided to completely wipe it. Gone. So I started a career, and then I got a little I lost my wind because of that. So what I did is, for this video, what I was going to do is I thought I'll just create a city, I'll let it grow to about 100k, and then like that'll be like probably enough stress on the CPU for me not for it to give the GPU everything that it needs to give the GPU, so that we can see how that runs. And yeah, whilst waiting for it, in all honesty, it's kind of boring. It's a little bit like this. This is like sped up. Like this was 2.5 hours recording, and I've sped. This is the whole thing. But yeah, it's a lot of sitting around waiting. It's kind of fun, but then you get sort of carried away because I got bored, and then I just stopped building more stuff, and I got a little carried away, as you can probably tell by the title of this video. Yeah, the city ended up. I stopped. I literally have come out of the city, and I've not let it grow any further. There's plenty still to go. You'll see that the city wants for no resources, and unfortunately, as you can see, we're at 200k already. I can hear the fans are ramping up. It's preparing itself. But yeah, should we load up this 200k city? Remember, this city, again, I've given it so much space and resources. Every time I've opened a section, I've given it a district, and I've given it a police station, a fire station, a school, and a hospital, even if there's no houses there yet. So the infrastructure's just there to just grow into. The city's nowhere near ready, filled up, and it's at 200k. As you can see, we're at 1440p, 165 Hz, full screen windowed. Right, this maximum frame latency at 3, sets the maximum frame number of frames queued by the graphics driver. 3 is perfect. You want it up there because it just can't. It can't handle 1. Not with all this going on. Like 3 is where you want it, but everything else is completely maxed out. Depth of field is obviously turned off. I'm using maximum quality. I could disable that, but maximum quality is good enough. It's just basically DLSS quality in it. I'm trying to remember. I think I've uno momento. Yes, I have forced DLAA in this title. So this is native 1440p. I wasn't quite sure whether I had, but I've forced DLAA, and we're using DLSS 4. So it is 1440p. Even though that says maximum quality there, we're not at quality DLSS. We are at DLAA. It is native. I've just shown you. I couldn't remember whether I'd done that in this title, but I have. So yeah, everything basically is maxed out. Yeah, I've just turned everything up to max. So everything's maxed out. We've got maximum frame latency of 3. That's what you want. You want 3 like frames queued up. It just runs smoother, and you know, it gives you a decent, better frame rate. I don't have VSync on, all that bollocks. Like, so yeah, I obviously stopped. I stopped this city growing mainly because we're kind of reaching the peak of what the CPU can handle, and I'm just gonna say this now: what I had set up and as it was building, I couldn't have it on 3 times speed because you know, in the game, because the CPU was shit in the bed. It's kind of shit in the bed with this one anyway, but we'll load it up. Right guys, welcome to Boomerton Bay. We just start counting that FPS. Over 200k strong and climbing, as you can see here. And as you can see here, this city wants for no resources off me. There is loads of empty space in industry. There's loads of empty space in the offices and in the shopping and in the residence. You can see a rocket go off then. It's really nice. Right, as you can see, we are getting like 40s to 45 FPS at the moment, all the way up here. But as also you can see, the GPU's not doing much, really. And I know we're voltage limited, but it's not. That's not the problem. The problem is this up here. 200k plus with all the settings on fully maxed out. The 12900KS is struggling a little bit, but it is not struggling to the point where I can't just like zoom straight in and we can have a look. See, that dude's just got dropped off by a taxi. You know, we could go for a little mooch down through the industrial district. Look, we got passing almost meets. Classic. But we've got the trucks coming in and that, like, and like the frame rate is still pretty consistent. Don't get me wrong. As I said, the CPU is struggling here. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. It's the CPU that's struggling. Bless it. It's a pretty big city, and as I said, it's just that because of the way I've set everything up. Like every time, what happened is obviously I was making a 100k city, and then I got you know, you're waiting for that to build up, and it was taking a long time to get from like 70k to 100k. Took a long time, and I just got bored and got carried away, and I just started putting more infrastructure in, because like obviously we've got big police headquarters, load of prisons, and then we've got the 3 big prisons here out the way, tucked away. Like if you were down street level, as you can see, wait, let me get to the end, the road that normal people would be using, because that's just parking and the police headquarters down there. Like, so in general, most people wouldn't go down there. So from like the road, you wouldn't even know that there's 3 massive prisons there, holding like probably murderers and all that malarkey. But you know, keeps everything going. This is the industrial district. The windmills. Now, guys, these things here, if you're gonna play this game, these things here are they're perfect. Like, as soon as you can build a windmill, build as many as you can afford to build. Just plug them up to the main grid, and they will start earning you money straight away. To the point where, if you're clever with the windmills, you don't even need to take any like business loans out or anything. Like, the windmills will just get it. I've got obviously the forestry department there dealing with these trees, but I swear down, like for example, this city here, services, right? We're exporting almost 4 million in electricity, to the point where I don't even tax the residents, because I don't need to. Look, I've only got like like 10 and 12% tax on the others, and I'm taking like 40 million home. The electricity is the only one that's on a plus, and they pay 110% on the services fee. So, like, yeah, we're at a loss at the minute, like, but it's because we're building and stuff. It'll soon pick back up. I just put more windmills in. There's plenty of space to use up, but obviously we've got the forestry here at the minute. Right, over to the next section. We have got Poor Personsville. They've got their own football team though, you know, their own stadium and stuff. Like high school football, I think. But yeah, no, this is Poorsville. But they've got 2 big hospitals, a police department, and much needed cemetery and decent. Actually, there's another couple of cemeteries up here, isn't there? And some decent crems. And look at all this space here. This is waiting for houses. Look, they're starting to fill in around the edges here. But it's waiting for the houses. Everywhere you see an empty space, it's either waiting for houses or offices. Got another little spot down here. All of this is going to be houses all the way around here and all the way around that edge there. We've got a nice little area, some parks and stuff. See, this isn't fully filled out either. This is why this is empty. It's because I put so much infrastructure in that the city can just grow. But this is obviously where we started. We've got a nice little district down here with a slightly poorer end. But then you've got these guys over here. Look, they've got their own little football field as well. So you've got these guys over here. They're on a like little island, and it is just a neighbourhood. There's nothing, but there's a school and stuff, and police station and fire station and stuff like. But it is just residency on this island. But should we go along the pier? See what the view's like from the end of the pier in old Boomerton Bay. Because to be fair, their pier is like bang in the middle next to the bridge and stuff. It should be. See, you get to look at the poor people. Be glad you're not them. And then look over at the city, which is nice. Right, so that's the sort of like, I don't know, it's like just a nice little area to live in, it. A nice little district to live. You've got like little roofed bridges over onto it. It's nice. And then over here, this is how I keep everyone's water all nice and fresh. This is basically like feeds all the water supply for the whole city. It's nice and fresh because there's like literally nothing next to it. And then you come over here and you've got more sort of like, I don't know, moderate to mid, I don't know, working class end, I suppose. Because then you've got like all the shopping district down here. Should we see what everyone's doing? I mean, to be fair, it's handling the game. Even though there's like crazy amounts going on, the CPU's having a fit at 84%, 200 odd plus watts on the CPU. So only able to give the GPU like 60 to 70%, but they're freaking working. Like some of it's paused a bit. Some of them have not quite loaded in yet. The CPU's struggling a little bit. I can see people not moving. I think I moved it into the area a little bit too quick for the CPU to keep up. Again, we got the shopping district. And then you're over into the offices and stuff. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Then you're over into the offices and stuff. We got over here. And then there is a... Oh, there it is. That's where you get your ferry from. There's one either side of the city. Like I said, infrastructure, it's all here. What's wrong with you? Ground pollution. Tough shit. shit has to happen, like, and you're in cheap houses. It is what it is. Anyways, you've got these nice little areas down here. And then you've got all the university and stuff here. So like all the university and all like the colleges and all the clever shit. Well, we got health research institute, disease control center, technical university, medical university, which is, they're all fully upgraded as well. So everything's good. We've got like even all of the, you know, like if you've played this game, there's a load of like special buildings that you get as you progress to throw down on the city where you choose to put it. They're all down on the map as well. We've got nice little sort of, I don't know, kind of like fairgroundy attractions, all wrapped around the football field there. American and normal football. I'm not saying soccer. It's not fucking soccer. It's football. The rest of the world says football. Get over it. Anyways, you got the moderately rich people here now. Now, this is a district. If I pull up the districts, you'll see here there's a clear divide between all the rich people and the not so rich people. Because these are like the moderately rich people. They've got the area to themselves. I should flatten this a bit better. Maybe they like it. But they're like the industry mogul, pop musician mansion, theatre actor mansion, sculptor mansion, extreme athlete villa. And you got the some posh apartments. Got their own high school, sports park right next to the small high school, extension wing. It's now a massive high school, but it's specifically for this district, isn't it? So you got like a little small taxi area and stuff. This is all for just this district, and most of them are over this bridge. If you're curious, it's the only bridge I could get to go over that gap and be tall enough for the boats to go under and stuff. Anyways, over here they've got the longest pier in the city, probably one of the best views from the pier as well, because like obviously you could be on the end of this pier. It'd be a hell of a walk to the end as well, and you can watch the ferries go by, you can watch the rockets launch. You know, ferries come straight past here as well because they go through this bridge. So like you get to watch the ferries go straight past. This one's gonna come past. It's a freighter, but they're not always freighters. But yeah, you get to watch the ferries go past. This is pretty sick little pier, to be fair. And that's right next to the rich bitch district, where all the posher houses are. Obviously you got all these people that are just lucky enough to buy in the area. You've got another little pier out into nonsense, into nowhere. You gotta look straight down the city. And then obviously the real rich bitches up here. This is probably the biggest mansion, the golfers. But they get the best view of the city, really. You get rocket launches and stuff. They're up on high. They get to see it look across the city. And these ferries come straight past their gaff, like, look. But they're looking down at them. No one on the ferry gets to look into them. They can look up at them. But that's about it. Lit. But the pied de resistance of this city is this island over here, guys, which I like to comfortably call PooPipe Cove. This is PooPipe Cove. It's also known as Daffodil Downs because I wanted to give it a district. But if I click over onto this little water tab, it will show you that I have got, I don't even know how many. I just kept clicking the button. I don't know how many poo pipes there are in this area, but it's easily enough to deal with a couple of 100,000 people. As you can see, these pipes go everywhere. They're literally spread right across the city, and they all come to this cove. And if you have a look, like, if I go to this will give you an idea of what I've done here. I dug a big deep hole, put a load of poo pipes around it, and then the entrance, which keeps the water level. This is only 10 meters deep here. It goes 10 meters deep and then just drops off to like 50 meters deep or something. But in here is like 100 meters deep or 120 or 150 or something. It's deep and it's enough for everyone's poo, right? And I'm telling you, if you want to keep like fresh water for everything and stuff, this is the best thing that you could possibly do. If you got a load of standing water, just build this in there. Look at the direction of the water. Mostly it comes this way. That's why I put that little end cap on, so that it only just sort of like tickles the top off. So basically all the poo just drops down into this 100 meter deep trench. And yeah, everyone in the city's super happy because I made PooPipe Cove over here. And the rich people over here are none the wiser that the main part of their view, which just looks like a nice island, is full of shit. Right, should we shoot over to oh, we just missed one. I think get the city in the background, did it? Coming into night time, which the time changing stuff does impact a little bit on the frame rate. But as I said, guys, this city is it's more of a strain on the CPU than it is the GPU. I mean, you can see that way. I mean, you can see, look, CPU's at 85%, 86%, particularly 90%, constantly. Just to keep up with the game. Kind of insane. It's kind of insane. It's good though. Like, I do love this game. But I'm going to have to drop settings down to be able to deal with this situation. I don't think it's going to help much, but maybe DLSS, maybe it'll probably increase the frame rate. But in all seriousness, having like 30-40 FPS in this game is fine. And you've seen how quickly I can scoot around the city, and for the most part the CPU does keep up with what I'm asking from it for the most part. Like, it's the CPU that's struggling. I'm gonna have to change the settings just so that the CPU can handle the city. Like, so I'm probably gonna keep it at DLAA and do some tweaking to calm things down for the city. But as it stands, this is probably maybe 40,000 population under what this CPU can handle. I don't think it's going to do much more than 250. I'd be surprised it made it to 250, to be honest. It's probably going to hit 220, but and it'd be at 100% if I kept, like everything as it is. But I figured, we'd wait for the launch. Oh, isn't it pretty? Alright, and with that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.